The city of McAllen moving forward with preparations on another temporary site for the Respite Center.
They're going to continue looking for a permanent home, but some McAllen residents are not happy with their latest decision. As Channel 5's Taylor Winkle reports, city leaders issued a permit to themselves.
The city asked for and issued the conditional use permit for the Respite Center's new downtown location to themselves. The city of McAllen asking for it instead of Catholic Charities. That left some residents wondering if the city would now be responsible.
Anybody else in opposition?
This is the language in question.
This is a request for the city of McAllen on behalf of Catholic Charities for the conditional use permit for 18 months.
On behalf of Catholic Charities, spoken by the city of McAllen, but left off documents presented in Monday's meeting. They read only request of the city of McAllen for a conditional use permit.
This is not Catholic Charities. This is city of McAllen requesting a conditional use permit for itself.
If the city is going to issue itself a conditional use permit, then heaven forbid who's going to enforce that conditional use permit? I mean, is the city going to go around from office to office and point out the violations, and then who's going to be held accountable?
Ash says Catholic Charities should be the ones asking.
That just seems strange to me, and it began to bother me because there's a reason for that, and I'm not sure what it is.
Public comment's already closer.
I'm willing to give $400,000 of land with no...
Sir, you need to take...
Timothy Wilkins was a loud voice at the meeting. He tells us he's lived in McAllen his whole life. He's not against helping the migrants.
On a humanitarian basis, yes, we have to do something to take care of the people coming over from these countries.
Wilkins says the entire valley should help with the Respite Center, not just McAllen.
I'd like to see him completely turn this over to the Catholic Charities, and there is no reason why Catholic Charity can't locate in a vacant warehouse in Hidalgo, Edinburgh, Farr, San Juan, Alamo, Harlingen, Brownsville, La Jolla, Rio Grande City.
The city says it's not that simple.
The truth of the matter is that CBP will transport the immigrants, and it's not a lot of science to it, to where there's transportation. They're going to take them to a bus station or an airport.
The commission explaining if Border Patrol continues dropping migrants off at the McAllen bus station, if they don't have anywhere to go like the Respite Center, they'll be all over.
It's a hard decision. We don't want to do it. It's not a popular decision. I know the community doesn't want it. We don't want it. But unfortunately, I think it's the right thing to do.
We asked McAllen why they requested and issued the permit to themselves instead of the Respite Center. Communications Director Sochi Mora told us that's just the way staff recommended it be done. We asked her why, and she said there wasn't an answer. McAllen wouldn't give us an on-camera interview. Over the phone, Mora tells us issuing the permit this way will allow them to quickly get the new location renovated so the Respite Center can move out of the Hackberry location. McAllen tells us they're not responsible for the Respite Center, they're not paying for the renovations, and they aren't paying the rent. They say that's between the Respite Center and the property owner. McAllen says they've issued themselves permits before in the case of the Convention Center and the Performing Arts Center. During the commission meeting, the city voted in favor, 3-2, for the Respite Center's temporary new home, kitty corner to the bus station.
It's a decision that we have to make to protect you, whether you want to be protected or not.
The city tells us contracts for renovations on the new location are not complete. We also spoke to Sister Norma with Catholic Charities tonight. She says they're working to get moved into the new facility quickly. They do need to construct some showers. Reporting live in the studio, Taylor Winkle, Channel 5 News at 10.